Welcome back. Now, before we take a look at the day's business news, let's first take a look at the stock indices across the GCC. And in our top business story, Dubai's benchmark stock index rose to its highest in more than 4 years in anticipation of a possible upgrade to emerging market status. The Dubai Financial Market General Index jumped 2.67% to close at 2,430 points, its highest since November 2008, while volumes crossed over 1 billion shares with a turnover of 1.31 billion dirhams. The rise comes off the back of a report by HSBC on May the 31st that stated that the UAE could see a move up from its current frontier market status later this month, which could see a possible flow of more than $370 million into the market.
It's not only to do with the MSCI upgrade, because the markets have moved ahead before that. I mean, if we look at year-to-date performance, actually the DFM is the best performing market globally, according to Bloomberg. It's up roughly 51% year-to-date. There's several criteria, technical criteria. Also, they look at volumes. They look at what investor views are as well. And what we've seen over the last year is we've seen volumes pick up considerably. So we're trading, above a billion dirhams a day. Last year at times we were trading, 30 million dirhams a day. So, volumes have picked up. Technically, the exchanges have moved more towards international standards. That also gives international investors comfort, fund managers comfort in terms of things like delivery versus payment. And I think more importantly, more fundamentally, is the economic growth, and hence the growth of the companies that are listed on the local exchanges. I think the chances this year are far higher than they were last year. As I said earlier, one of the reasons is volumes have increased. Sentiment is positive. We've seen the ability of Dubai entities to pay back debt. We've seen borrowing costs fall. Now, if borrowing costs fall, that's also good for companies. They get less finance costs, so higher earnings. And if we look at, let's say, for example, we look at the DFM, according to Bloomberg estimates, earnings are expected to grow above 13% this year and 14% next year. So there's the earnings growth there to help justify the valuations.
Bank loans to UAE borrowers increased by $6 billion to total $99.3 billion at the end of December 2012, according to the latest report. The figures are from the Bank for International Settlements and is the largest amount of international lending to the UAE economy since September 2008. According to a local daily, banks in the UAE raised their lending in the final quarter of 2012, while deposits by UAE companies and residents at international banks rose by $14.2 billion during the year to hit $87.1 billion. Experts were quoted as saying that tourism spend is on the rise, as well as global trade recovery, and investors are more reassured that Dubai is back on track. Fujairah city centre and Sharjah city centre have both reported double-digit growth in visitors this year as the retail landscape in the Northern Emirates gathers pace. Weekends at Fujairah city centre in particular have witnessed positive growth, with a notable 15% increase in traffic as a result of a greater number of tourists and the opening of Vox cinemas. Sharjah city centre has seen a 7% increase in overall footfall over the same period last year and an 11% boost in sales. Sharjah city centre also recently announced that it received more than 18,000 tourists on its shuttle buses in Q1 this year and is on track to meet its goal of 45,000 tourists for 2013, almost double the amount in 2012. DHL Express UAE has come out as the top company to work for in Aon Hewitt's Best Employers in the Middle East survey, which questioned more than 13,000 employees from 130 businesses. Company representatives were quoted as saying that DHL's employees talked positively about their organisation and have very high retention rates on all different levels. Two more UAE companies, Aswak and the UAE arm of the hygienic paper and tissue company Fine, were 12th and 13th respectively. Microsoft, Gulf MENA, Procter & Gamble Near East in Egypt, DHL Express in Oman and DHL Express in Kuwait all appeared in the top 5.